You are imperfect, and that's a wonderful thing. Coming on here and seeing a lot of different content, a lot of like perfected projection of what the best thing is and how you can be the happiest and live your best life, how you can manifest millions, how, if you do this technique, you'll just embrace love or whatever it is. All this regurgitation of self improvement and self help, basically, online in various different ways of going about it. Um, it's all wonderful, right? And if you care that much about yourself, that you put in that effort, then you must love yourself because you're putting in that energy into taking care of yourself. So you love yourself. Might not be conscious at the time because it's kind of like this track of like more improvement and more improvement. What's the next thing? And, all these different techniques and following this story and continuing with that. But deep down, it's coming from a place of self love. You love yourself. And that's why you're on here watching different types of content or whatever you're seeking. But really, I mean, with the perception that things have to look a certain way, with the perception that romanticized ideas of life in movies or on YouTube or wherever, people have very large productions and they do an amazing job of just glorifying the experience. It's really wonderful, but at the same time, it can be a little bit overwhelming, especially when you want the best for yourself and then you go into some type of media and it shows you that actually the best experience looks like this. Actually, true love is like this. And it's like a never ending story of wanting to obtain this happiness and love. And I'm just here to remind you that you have that within yourself already. Your care for yourself, that you are seeking something good for yourself, is coming from love. And I invite you to think about the idea of imperfection today and how you can really just love yourself right now. Things don't have to be perfect. It can really be challenging when the media is showing us this perfection and then we're chasing that perfection, and it enables this wanting to control our lives, wanting to control the outcome, which can have a healthy aspect, but it can go into this process of a never ending story and a very ego based, controlling way of going about life where things have to be a certain way, they have to look like this, it has to align with me, it all has to be perfect. And I'm bringing up the idea of media and YouTube, but it really resonates with the concept of going on the computer, going on the internet, and having this full autonomy over our experience. Because at the push of a button, you can have whatever you want, or you can just control this reality here. It's like a very strong version of a mirror that gives us this perception that we have control over reality in general. But it's just one experience, it's just one pathway. And then it's really easy to go into everyday life and feel like we still have that sense of control with a phone in our hands that gives us a perception that we do. But as long as we can separate those two realities and coexist between them and find that control and ability to manage ourselves in a healthy way, then we can go into this world and allow others to think differently than we do. Allow life to flow as it does and find the path that works best for us. That doesn't have to look like um, a perfect experience. It doesn't have to look like it doesn't have to look like perfection in order to realize self-love for yourself. I think I'm slowing down on what I have to say here, but I invite you to think about that. The concept of imperfection, the concept of letting go of control. And maybe, if you have a job where it entices that feeling to an extent, just to kind of take a break. Take a break from whatever it is that could be enabling any ideas of control or perfection, and to use discernment over what's empowering for you and what's helping you. But also, I invite you to empower yourself to realize that you already have it within you and that you don't necessarily have to consume more content. Not all the time, anyway, I guess it's ironic that I'm posting a video, but I'm inviting you to sort of not watch videos. But, maybe that's a healthy thing. Maybe it's good to not have to consume more and more of the self-help stuff and just take a break and see how that feels for you.